Hi everyone! Don't pay attention to how I look. I just really wanted to make this video, so I found the time to do it. By the way, this is how intention works. Here's yet another example out of millions from my life. It's in these little things. I had this impulse, I needed to say it. I just had this picture form in my head. I had to do it. It just came to me, and I was cleaning just now. Literally just finished cleaning and rushed over. And then we're going to a birthday party. There was absolutely no time. I had to get ready. And my child was with me. I wanted to record a video, but I thought, damn, how am I supposed to do it? There's just no way I can do it today. I was just bursting with it. I was so determined to record this video. And then what? And my husband came and said it himself. He said it himself. I didn't tell him anything, that I needed to record a video, that I didn't have time. Not a word. It was all just in my head. He himself told our daughter, let's go to the store, we'll go here and there, run some errands, and took her with him. That's how it works. Of course, skeptics will find 1,000 explanations for this, but those who believe will believe. What was I trying to say? How do we create the life of our dreams? Sometimes not the life of our dreams. How did I not notice that I am living the life of my dreams? Let me talk about that in more detail. Well, maybe we'll touch on some other general topics too. I'll try to be quick because I have very little time. By the way, thank you for leaving comments under the video, sending donations, and joining the Telegram group. I read all the comments. Some people share their own points of view and I don't argue with them. They have their own perspective. If they believe in it, that's how it works for them. There are fundamental laws that we can't escape from. Everyone comes up with their own rules, but there are still some basic rules. First of all, we can't get away from here. This goes on eternally, forever, endlessly, infinitely. We can't leave some kind of game. We kind of leave the game, but in reality we don't leave anywhere. It's all an illusion. We're always here for this. That's what all of this was created for. We will always be here. This will never end. It will keep being reborn and changing forms over and over again, but it will still go on. Consciousness experiences itself through us, through our ego, and personalities will simply keep changing, and everything will go on and on and on. We will never get out of here. This is the first rule, that this exists, and this is the game. And you need to understand the rules of this game. Let's say movie, game, call it whatever you want. Here's the rule. It exists and it cannot not exist. The second rule is that we are creators here. We are given a body so that we can feel, sense, and experience this kind of, let's say, physical reality. And we are given a brain, a mind, a personality, an ego so that we can have experiences. We need the brain simply to generate ideas, yes, and to create and manifest them. That's how it all works. Some idea comes to us, we focus our attention on it, and we bring it into reality. That's how all discoveries are made, all sorts of gadgets, objects, how the internet was created, how electricity appeared, how, for example, the periodic table came to be, and so on. People simply set themselves the goal of asking, what if? And they found that if they made it real, if you look at it long enough, it will manifest. That's the second law. Everything we believe in works. Anything you believe in and give enough attention to will work. And of course, there are many different nuances, some of which I want to talk about now, to touch on. Maybe this video will give you a better understanding of what I mean. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, but you're interested in this topic, then check out my other videos. They can be found in the Reality Management folder and in the Live Streams folder. You can go to the Broadcasts tab, everything is there, and watch the other videos to dive deeper. If you think this is all nonsense, rubbish, and it doesn't resonate with you at all, then it's simply not for you. This isn't your game. You have your own wonderful one, and you're living your own life. And that's perfectly fine. That's not a bad thing. There's nothing wrong with that. Everyone does their own thing. Everyone creates. That's what we need, to create. Ideally, of course, to create with pleasure and with love. But because we forget who we are, the ego allows us to have experiences. And again, it also prevents us from creating the experiences we want, because we don't know who we are or what we're capable of. We keep forgetting this, even if we know it. For example, even when you're already on the spiritual path, you still often fall back and forget this because we're so used to it, especially those who have spent half their lives in this paradigm. And when a new path opens up for them, it's really hard for a person to accept it, to, well, adjust. It takes time. I can tell you from my own experience that this only works over time, with practice. And you need constant self-analysis. Analyze. So if you have this, how should I put it, desire, yes, to try it out. Just start analyzing your state, what's happening in the world, and track the connections. You will find it. And once you understand how you do this, especially with negative events, you will stop doing it and start changing less. You will notice that it works. It will increase your awareness, and you will understand what is connected to what, which of your states, thoughts, and emotions manifest what you have in reality. And you will also start to believe in it more, because the ego, the brain, doesn't believe in it. It constantly finds some clever and reasonable explanations for everything, tries to name, label, and explain why things happened the way they did. And you need to teach it. It is a wonderful tool in your hands. With its help, you can create whatever you want and enjoy living this life, living the life you desire. But it often gets in the way and takes the leading role, because it doesn't know who it is, that it's not really the master, but simply a tool through which consciousness experiences and creates its reality. In short, it's all interconnected. There is nothing bad about the ego, but you just need to understand what it's for and direct it accordingly. And in this way, when you start to notice that it works, that you thought of something at some point and then it manifests, you will notice this and it will strengthen your faith. And over time, faith will turn into knowledge. Faith, because there is still some element of doubt present. You need to keep developing it, and it will turn into knowledge that this is truly how it is. And then you won't need to believe anymore. You will simply know that this is how things work, and you will stop doing what is unnecessary. For example, you keep getting stuck in unpleasant situations that happen to you because you don't believe that you can change things, that you are the one creating all of it. Until a person takes responsibility and realizes that they are the one creating everything, unfortunately, they won't be able to influence it in any way. While we are inside the game itself, inside the character, we can't change anything. We can only change things if we step out and start observing our actions, reactions, and everything else from the outside and compare it all together. I hope I've planted some kind of seed, and if you're not familiar with this topic yet, maybe it has inspired you to respond. And here I'm just giving you some signposts. What works for me has been tested many times. I'm delving deeper into this. I'm still on the path. I'm still moving forward, but I notice the more I am here, the faster and better everything I want starts to manifest. And I'm simply here to inspire you. This is completely free for you. It costs you nothing to just try it and draw your own conclusions. That's it. So, about the life of your dreams. How do we create it? I'll tell you my story about how I didn't even notice that I was living the life of my dreams. Back when I lived in Russia, I worked as an eyelash extension specialist. I had a client, we got along really well, and I really liked her lifestyle. She was a mom on maternity leave, her child was in kindergarten, she had lots of free time, she drove around in her car, did her own things, didn't work. Her husband provided for her, everything was good. Such an easy, stress-free life. Just, living behind her husband, so to speak, right? She just did what she liked and enjoyed life. I really liked that model. I want to point out here that I liked her lifestyle model. I took her as a role model. There was no envy here, none of that, why does she have this and I don't? It wasn't like I want that for myself too, but with negativity. Let me explain how I perceive this. Actually, any situations that happen to people, whether they're close to me or not. I see it like this. Imagine you're looking at a magazine, or you open some online store and browse through it. All these situations, how people live, what works out for them, what doesn't, that's how I look at it. I just flip through, I look at people and think, oh, I like that. I take that for myself. No, that doesn't suit me. I won't take that for myself. That's it. So I looked at her and I didn't feel even a drop of envy. I just understand that if she has it, thank you. You've shown me that I can have it too. That's it. You see? You can just take it for yourself and you don't have to blame or compare like, why does she have it and I don't? It's just a sign for you, like an example of what could be. And here you simply either take it or you don't. Just like I'm telling you something right now. You either take it for yourself or you don't. You always have a choice. And whatever you accept into yourself is what gets projected and manifested in your reality. But there are many factors that influence this. If you're interested in this topic, subscribe to the channel and watch other videos. I will gradually explain and constantly remind you about what influences this. Because it's not just about some desire or visualization. Everything has to come together as a whole. So I like that. I thought I would like that for myself. I really wanted it, but it's very important that I didn't want it right at that moment. I kept thinking, damn, when will I have something like that? But without that feeling, I was actually enjoying my free life just fine. I also liked that I could freely go places, meet up with my girlfriends, and I wasn't in any rush for it. It was, just an option for me. I know I'll have that someday, but I don't need it right now. I accept the present moment. I like how things are now, yes. Even if you don't like the present moment, just accept it. It is what it is, right? You don't have to love it or even like it. Just accept it as a given, that it already exists. That's all. And I just thought, well, I'm not in a hurry. Let's put it that way. It'll happen when it happens. I knew it would be that way, and that's it. And that's exactly how it turned out. In fact, I'm married, I have a daughter, I don't work, I'm on maternity leave, I drive around in my car, meet up with friends and do what I want, what I enjoy. This is my life right now. It's just that the thing is, you see, the mind tends to devalue everything. I forgot about what I wanted so much. So here I am living my life. Enjoy it. No? The mind, once it achieves a goal, that's it. It celebrates for 2 days and then it's over. It already wants something else. That's its job. It's like food for it, you know? That's why you shouldn't let it take the leading role. It always needs to be doing something. It will never get satisfaction from reaching a goal. Yes, it might be happy for a while, but then it will need to achieve something else again. So I only realized this recently. Now I have different goals. Now I want to grow, yes, to do what I enjoy. Not just to be happily married and truly enjoy life, but also to genuinely do something that brings me immense joy, something I truly like precisely what I'm doing right now. By the way, someone asked me how to figure out your purpose, how to know what you like. What helped me was imagining that I already have everything, all the money, the houses I want. I've already traveled everywhere I wanted. I've bought all the things I wanted. I've done everything. I've met all the people I wanted to meet, let's say. So I already have it all. What would I do then? I realized that I would do exactly what I'm doing now. I would share this with people, that it really works. It really does work. Even the way my channel started to grow, that works too. Before this, I couldn't let go of that sense of importance. So basically, I just started actively working on it using the methods that I share in my videos. And it started to work. This is a clear example, especially those who have been with me from the beginning and saw how many views there were, how many viewers there were during live streams. They can see all of this perfectly well and understand that it works. Yes, it works. But only if you actually work on it, if you pay attention to it. So it turns out I'm living my dream life. I developed some kind of internal, let's say, role model of how I wanted things to be. And after that, I didn't really think about it anymore. It was just there as a kind of knowledge. And now this life I wanted has manifested for me. If I had paid more specific attention to it, if I had clarified some details and focused more on it, maybe I could have adjusted things, like exactly what kind of house or other aspect. Now I'm working in that direction, yes. I notice these small changes, how it works, and I keep going. It motivates me. I also encourage you to start with small things and then gradually make them more complex. These small results will motivate you and strengthen your belief. It's actually faith, the knowledge that this is how it works, more precisely doubts about it, that prevent you from achieving it. Just take a really good, honest look at your entire life and be truly honest with yourself. Right now, at this very moment, you are actually living your absolute dream life, so to speak. Well, you might object to that right now, yes. For example, some of you might be facing unpleasant circumstances right now and thinking, what dream life? Everything is going badly for me. I dream of something else entirely. Why is this happening to me? But the main problem, first of all, is that you're not taking responsibility. You don't know how you're creating this. As long as you don't know, of course, it will seem to you that it's other people who are doing this. But as soon as you start delving into this and studying the topic more, watching other videos, reading books, I've read a lot of books on this subject and also just started applying it in practice myself. At first I had doubts, but they became fewer and fewer over time. I haven't gained 100% certainty yet. My ego is still strong. It's still kind of fighting against this, but it's already much better, I want to say, and everything has started working out much faster. You can simply keep going as well, yes, if you want to dive deeper into this topic. But as soon as you take responsibility and realize that you are the one doing this, you'll understand that you are the creator of your own life. Dreams are not only what we dream about, what we wish for, but also what we think about throughout the day. It's best to always pay attention to this, to not get lost in your thoughts. Starting today, keep track of everything you think, everything you feel, and what your thoughts are focused on during the day. It doesn't mean you have to be like a vegetable, not reacting to anything. You can get angry in the moment, shout, feel joy, or cry. This life is given to us precisely so we can experience these emotions. Otherwise, it would be boring for you if everything was flat and nothing ever happened. But the most important thing is to observe from the outside. What is happening right now? What am I doing? To track it, why am I doing this? For what purpose? To stop yourself, not to let it spiral further if it's something negative. I don't need it, that's it. I've released the emotion in the moment. That's it, the moment has passed. A new moment, and the new moment is already gone. Stop chewing over those thoughts and reliving everything. Just switch your focus. Look at the sensations you feel inside. When you experience negative emotions, go deeper. Try to catch the sensations themselves, not the thoughts. You can keep spinning your thoughts around and they'll just keep fueling that feeling inside you. Stop your thoughts and just focus on the sensations. What exactly are you feeling? Try to intensify that feeling to 100%, make it even stronger. You won't be able to do it. It will start to slip away from you and you'll realize it's all illusory, this feeling. You're just chasing after it, but it immediately slips away from you because it realizes there's no point in it anymore. You're no longer giving into it, you're simply observing it, accepting it. We usually always run away from them. We don't want these negative feelings, we resist them. But here you accept it and observe it and it dissolves. So be honest with yourself, look at your life and you'll realize that your life, everything happening around you, what's happening to you personally, everything that concerns you reflects your inner states, thoughts, and beliefs. What do you think about the world? What do you think about life? What do you think about people? What do you think about certain situations? All of this comes to us from the past, right? Past experience. We heard something, saw something, a friend told us something, we saw it in a movie, we witnessed some situation, and so on. All of this accumulates in us automatically, so to speak, because for the most part, we don't, sorry, the camera is shaking, I'm putting my hands on the table. For the most part, we don't control this information. Now start controlling it. It will keep coming to you, thoughts will keep coming from the past. All those scary, negative thoughts that confuse and frighten you. Just observe them from the outside. Don't dwell on them. If you don't like a thought, if you don't want to think it, just wait. Yes, just don't think it. It will go away, you'll see. A new thought will come. You choose, this is what I want to think about, and you observe it from the outside. They will all just float by like that. You won't get away from thoughts, they will always be there. But you have the right to choose what to think about. And what your mind is occupied with during the day is what gets reflected in your life. If you pay attention, you'll notice this. If you track this, analyze it, compare it with your inner state, what you feel, your thoughts, and observe the world, what happens? Compare it, adjust it, and you will see how some changes start to appear, and all of this will be confirmed more and more. The more you observe this, the more you'll believe in it. And by the end, you'll realize that you are the one creating everything, and you'll stop creating what you don't want. It's not about leaving the game. You will never leave it. You are always here. Even this is a game. The fact that we're supposedly tracking things, supposedly changing things. This is also a kind of game, but it's one you can play, and it will work too. And you'll simply start creating and living with pleasure, right? But for this all concerns your personal life. Yes, for now we can't influence other people. But overall, if you like this video, if I've planted a seed in you that could grow, if you're already into this topic and understand what I'm talking about, share this video. Together we can make it so that everyone starts thinking this way. Right now this is really gaining momentum. If you look around, a lot of people are talking about this. I get comments about it. Someone mentioned this, someone else talked about it, and people have already given me 10 books as examples from different people. You have to understand, people, you're looking in the wrong direction. Who said this? Who didn't say it? What difference does it make? You're being told the same thing because that's how it is. It's just different people telling you. It's not me telling you, you see? It's you telling yourself. We are one. We're just in different bodies, but the consciousness is the same. Right now, you're telling yourself this information through all these people and through me, through my personality. It's you telling yourself, you're giving yourself a hint. You want to guide yourself onto this path. Something you did before, something in the past brought you to this point. You see? You're doing all of this yourself. It doesn't matter who said what. People just pay attention to the wrong things. What are they looking for? I can't understand. Some kind of comparisons. But everyone is talking about the same thing. Everyone says the same thing. And I hope I've inspired you to listen to this. The more people understand who they are, how all this works, why it's needed, how everything functions, the less violence there will be. Because people will understand why they're doing it to themselves. You're doing it to yourself, you see? There is only you as consciousness, only you alone. You will stop getting angry at someone, stop doing unpleasant things. The world as a whole will become better. Everyone will simply live and create out of enjoyment, doing what they like, what speaks to their soul, instead of suffering through life, you see? I would be very happy if you gave this video a like, leave a comment, share your experience, your views on this topic, any views at all. I accept all comments because I know that some things highlight something for me. Some things I just accept as they are because I know how it all works, and we are all right in our own way. There are no wrong ones among us here. And share this video if you liked it and want to inspire your loved ones, family, and friends to also look at our life from a different perspective. I'm glad you watched this video. We'll see each other in new ones. Subscribe to the channel. Bye bye.